This is what I wanted. Maybe, yes, hello, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So, major recap, because I know it's been a hot minute for everybody. So, you guys ended up going to Catherine's Emporium, or Mystics and Wares, whatever you want to call it at this point. There are two names for this location. You found out she is a captain pirate of some sort, where she was able to kind of allow you guys to be filled in on some insights as to kind of what's going on and what kind of like what you guys were really looking for. You guys were given the opportunity to stay within her little cavern hideaway nook with the rest of her pirate crew. And the following morning, you guys ended up taking jobs from her, which included a little bit of treasure on top of that. Um, However, as we were having a discussion in her little hideaway, um, there was a disturbance. Some commotion was happening outside of her shop, and a fight was ensuing between her and some other, let's just call them unfavorable figures. Uh, you guys were able to bottleneck the situation, which shocked me. I was not ready for that. Um, but well done on that fight for sure. Uh, you guys were able to take them out. Support came as well to help you guys in that process, where you guys were taking through the front line, they were coming in through the back line. Um, and you guys met in the middle, and these individuals who were helping you ended up being Trick, the one who essentially hired you to be part of this mission, but also a very unknown individual who you have come to learn is Drea, the true princess of the Divellison country. She's also referred to as the dead princess because rumor has it she died of an unknown cause. So everybody's been under the belief that she's been dead this entire time. Lo and behold, surprise, here she is right in front of you guys. She kind of pulled you aside into this little hideaway where she was able to inform you guys that there was kind of more going on into the world than there really met the eye. She informed you guys that she's part of the Guild of the Lost, where she's kind of your shadowy figure that you guys have been after. Um, and she's basically saying, no, screw my dad. He's in the wrong. Um, we will handle him and all the politic kind of stuff, all the soldiers and whatnot. But I need you guys to handle these monsters that he's been supposedly releasing out into the world. So there are 4 different types of monsters that were released that have been noted, or sorry, 5 different types of monsters. One of them has already been taken care of, but there are 4 other individuals that were located throughout the different regions. So one being in Labella, one being in Credania, one being in the ocean, and one being in Yeezla. Um, so in order to get to all these locations as well, Cather offered you guys a vessel, a spare vessel that she had in a small glass bottle. So that's kind of where we left off at this point, was trying to figure out which direction you guys really wanted to go. Um, so this is a good opportunity for you guys to discuss as a team your plan and strategy to proceed to this land monster wherever you want to go. Don't all yell at once. Oh, yes. I could put you on the map. I could put you on the map. Yes, so you guys are currently in Varla right now. So you would have to travel towards the coast anyways to release the ship, and start making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. Thank you. So, where you guys are currently, because Cather has a map she can like show you. You guys don't necessarily have to go to an actual designated dock. You guys are close enough to the ocean. It's about, mm, I want to say a day or two's travel to the actual beaches. You don't necessarily have to go to a port. Yes, Stop. The Earth is not flat. Yes, it is a globe. Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, um, start at Yeezla, go to the ocean, go to Credania, go to the Labella. So which case, Winter Island, ocean, jungle, desert. Ooh, robot. Oh god. It's so long. Yeah. So, before you guys do head out, Catherine will make a note that the ship she's giving you doesn't have much for supplies. So, sailing, it's probably very wise to go buy some supplies for you guys to venture out on the sea. Um, yeah, actually, you're close enough to the Sylvan Glade, so yeah. Roll for a nature check. I'll let you roll for orange. Yeah. When you guys were going to the, following that treasure map, you walked by an orange grove. Nope. You can, Yeah, so it's a boat that's in a glass bottle right now. So, uh, hold on, 2 seconds. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. I gotta remember all the ship names. There we go. It's a brig. So the ship type is a brig. Okay. So a brig is it's a type of sailing vessel defined by its rig. So it's got two masts, which are both square rigged. Let's see. Yeah, they're not like gigantic ships at all. They are fairly small in stature. Um, because as previously mentioned, it can only hold 20. Yeah, so the ship itself is fairly small, so it's not. It's like a very tiny, teeny, itty bitty warship. Like it's got a little bit of cannon fire on it, but it it's not like if a kraken attacks. Yeah, good luck. So if you she kind of like gave you guys like both she, Dree, and Trick kind of like gave you guys a little bit of space and backed off, just so you guys can like figure things. Sorry, say again. She explains that it definitely is smash the bottle. You have a boat. Uh, the incantation that was required for this sort of enchantment was a lot, but if necessary, it can be done. Like it can be done again. Um, but you would need a new bottle and everything to do it. The closest big city, is so yeah. So the Frecia Fort will have a port for sure because that's where the soldiers are. That's where the army's based. Uh, so that's where one of the main ports is. Dionys is where the other main port will be. That's where you guys started your journey. Acronis is gonna have a smaller port. The Frecia Academy has an off like it's got one of those rivers that leads out into the ocean. That's kind of how they do their port. um but in Fracia itself, that's kind of your options, unless you want to try crossing the border into the Sylvan Blade and try to explore what your options are in there. Frecia Fortress is probably the closest place. Um, it is Yeah. I need to double check something really quick. That's probably what's gonna happen. I just need to double check what the time frame, because that's the that's actually the only thing I don't have right now aside from your ship type. Do do do. Where is my map calculator? Hold. Whoops. Whoops. Ooh. File. The hell's my world? There it is. Loading, loading, loading. Please load faster. Any second now. Any second now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you go any slower? No, I didn't mean it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to the fortress from Varla. Okay, so if you guys are walking from Varla all the way to the fortress, it's going to take you guys about 2 weeks to get there. However, if you recall, Varla also has the train. So when you guys first initially came into Varla, you guys traveled by that supply train that you didn't sneak on. You just kind of showed up and went, aha, I belong here, and then just got on the train. And you stabbed a bunch of homeless people and took their dogs. So you can walk, you can train, you can see if you can get horses or any other sort of mounts of any kind. Um, how you guys want to get there is entirely up to you, but it will like minimum walking distance is going to take you about 2 weeks. Uh, are you? So for the passenger train, it's gonna take about two copper pieces per person. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm not too sure how you want to do the crew aspect. Well, I mean, like a lot of places, there are different train routes you can take. So there is one that can go to the fortress. Okay. Alrighty. So you head back into Varla. You go back to the train station. Um, there are a couple people here and there who are kind of like, so when's the circus? When's the circus? And you can kind of hear, based off of your guys' passive perception, kind of like they're talking amongst themselves and like getting all excited for the circus. Um, and you get to the train station, go up to the ticket booth. I'm assuming everybody is gonna pay for the 2 copper to get their tickets. Okay. All right. I'm gonna paid. What? Choo choo. All right. So you guys are standing around the train station. It takes a little bit for the train to actually get there. But eventually it does arrive. It's a very like low grade, nothing too fancy type of passenger train. Um, as you guys approach the stairs to get into the actual car. I know my train anatomy. Um, the ticket master asks for your ticket stubs, uh, and as long as you guys present them, he will, punch them out, allow you guys to step in, welcomes you onto the train. So the train, the way it's set up, it's got a single aisle, 2 booth benches along the side, and on those at those booth benches, uh, is a table. So it allows you guys to be able to all sit together, have conversation. The passenger train itself is like all silver, like everything is silver. There's not a single color around aside from what you can see outside of these windows. Um, Even the Ticketmaster itself is a silver plated, warforged individual with a silver suit. And he's got like a little silver hat and everything. Like everything's silver. It's kind of too clean almost. Um, Very well kept, very well maintained. Not a single scratch, not a single dent. Um, but you guys go ahead and take your seats. And a few more people like trickle in, but the Varla's not a big village. So not very many people are on the train with you. It's like your group there, a dwarven individual who's got a book, and it looks like he's keeping to himself. There is a mother and a child, an elven mother and her child sitting off to the side, and the child's getting all excited and wants to look out the window. Um, is Valinar with you, the dog? So, as you guys are seated, the Ticketmaster does approach you guys, and he will calmly look down at the dog. The dog needs to be leashed. I will. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. Yep. So he looks at it, looks at you, nods, and thanks you, and walks away. You could hear like the clickety clacks of his metal feet just hitting the metal floor, um, as he just kind of calmly just goes up to the front and just stands in front of the door. Um, Not long after that, the train does start moving, and you guys are on your way to the Frecia Fortress. So I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, let's not have that on that speaker. Let's have it on this speaker. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well done. Oh!
Nice.
Fuck you, emotions.
Missing one more.
I don't think so, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's only 4 of
There
us.
it is. There it is. I see it. Sorry, I missed you, Arado.
We missed you too.
Okay, so you guys were on a train already. It moved fairly slowly. This train moves very quickly. It's not quite bullet train level, but it moves fairly fast. So you guys zoom yourselves away to the next town over, which is Shelanava, or Shelanva. There we go. Woo! Where the train does halt and allows the passengers to step off step off, explore the town a little bit, have a bit of a stretching break, and allows for additional passengers to board the train if necessary. So here you guys have like couple hours. It's getting into probably later in the evening right now, based off of when you guys first initially left Varla. So to seek out any opportunities, see if there's anything you want in the city, if there's anything that might interest you by any chance. The city itself is a smaller city. When you guys first entered, there were a few notable shops that you guys were able to kind of like see as you pulled up. As I stall for 2 seconds. There we go. You were able to see a masonry shop and a woodwork shop, as well as a guild hall. So if you guys want to explore this town a little bit, you are more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, we can just pack her up and move on.
And the chef is very mission driven, so.
Alrighty. So, all of you, basically, to my understanding, remain on the train. So, more passengers board the train, and a couple more individuals. A taller Goliath boards the train, and he kind of like squeezes in a little bit. He's a bigger dude, and he takes up the entire booth when he sits down. He kind of like keeps to himself, looks out the window like that edgy teenager, I'm on my own sort of vibe. But there is one individual that you all recognize boarding the train. Clad in armor this time, you see a smaller little gnome. She walks up and she's kind of like fumbling with her bags a little bit. You can see her orange hair seems to be a little bit disheveled. Her long black little tail streak kind of like getting caught in one of her bags and like gets stuck in a buckle, and she's struggling really hard. You guys recognize this as Vix from the Frecia Academy. And she's kind of like walking down the aisle. She doesn't even notice you guys as she walks past, and she's trying to get her hair out of this bag of hers. And she sits down and she still just kind of struggles, and it looks like she like knotted herself into this buckle. She's a little bit of a wreck right now. You guys are used to seeing her in like a proper uniform, well put together, clean. But right now it looks like she, I don't know, like got tossed down a hill or something. She's all over the place. But after she sits down, a couple more people do board the train. Door closes, and the train starts taking off again.
Why she hear? Oh, actually, how far away is she? Like, can she hear me say that?
She went all the way. Like I kind of imagine you guys kind of went more into the middle of the train, unless someone wants to correct me otherwise. She would have been like all the way back. She would have just kind of kept going all the way as far as to the back of the car as possible. So no, she would not be able to hear you.
You reckon anything's going on with that?
Almost certainly. I'm gonna go talk to her. Really?
Fine. I'll go back, I guess. Long time no. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, as you guys approach her, she's still struggling.
It's like with her bags and stuff, right?
Yeah, her hair is caught in her bag, and she's trying to untangle it from a buckle.
I hold her bag, or wait, so it's like she's one shouldering it, and then only has one arm available to do the thing.
Yeah.
I'll hold the bag.
She looks. She's startled a little bit. Oh, it's you. Thanks. I appreciate it. She finally is able to like get her hair out. It like rips a little piece, like a little clump out. She looks a little sad, but I didn't think I'd run into you guys here. How's it going?
I'm just trying to familiar faces all the time,
Cool.
and I'm in. Wait, like cool? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. So where are you headed,
I
Vix?
I'm going after Cecil, or if that's what they're even called still. I don't know. The whole thing is so confusing. But the headmaster gave me a job to go after Cecil. I need to investigate and figure out why they're doing everything and where they are and what's going on, and I have turned up with nothing.
How old are you again?
I'm 25.
You're 25.
It's the height, isn't it?
And you're wait, what?
I I'm a gnome.
Oh, you are quite small, but y- we're we're on the same. Hey guys! Hello!
Hey, beautiful.
Not you!
Hello.
I'm
You
trying.
have
We're
boats.
going after. We're going after Cecil, right?
I don't know if I want to like say exactly what we're doing right now out loud, but I think that is
My
part of
point
it.
is, she's been sent here alone to do it. And I don't know if we're just being superseded with something.
Oh, I'm just trying to find information on Cecil, where they are, what they're doing. I'm not actually supposed to take care of Cecil. I'm just a scout.
That action might prove useful, you think? Because we're
Be
trying to
helpful.
fight her.
Uh, I mean, if we have to fight her, I can smite her. I've been working really hard.
And you're 25.
Yep.
She's so not ready for this world.
mean, I went through school and everything, and
Nope. I was speaking of the chef. Of saying she's not ready for this world.
What, a little gnome girl is not ready for this world because she's 25 years old and she's going after a serial killer?
And she's like, well, I've been practicing very hard. Like, I bet you have. Please stay back.
She's gnomes settle into adult life around the age of 40. She's like 10 in
Like a
home
10-year-old.
equivalents.
She's a child!
Actual baby on this train. I mean, yeah, if you can tell us where they are, we can solve problems. We have to do with something else as well, but us in the loop.
You see, and she's gonna start pulling out her little map and her little like research papers and her basically like all the tools, her survival kit and all of her investigation stuff. And you can see that most of it is blank.
Oh,
I'm stuck.
well, I happen to have just taken a level in Ranger, so let me look.
Well,
Right?
you see, after Cecil left the academy, I was gonna say college for a second. They just kind of left without a trace. Just poof, vanished. I went north and then I went west. Now I'm going. I went. I tried even seeing if maybe the Sylvan Glade, and I have turned up with nothing. I don't know where they went. I can't pick up a track at all.
Was a lot of like people looking like other things, so it possibly is disguised or whatnot. So you're gonna definitely have a rough go.
See,
I could message her. I could message her and call her out and be like, "Come fight us, Howard."
oh,
Sure, that would work.
that would be a good idea. If you could message them, then maybe I could pick up on them a little bit more, because I swear they might have been the ones that I was picking up on. You know, the bad feeling. Yes, the bad feeling. The bad feeling that I was feeling must have been the feeling that Cecil was, or whatever their name is. It had to have been them. So if you undo whatever magic, I don't know.
Alright, I'll pull up my cell phone.
You have a cell phone to Cecil?
I have my guild thing. I'm just trying to read it now. Okay, no. I can cast sending once a day, but only to another phone. So then we just buffed it to be a phone. Okay, I lied. I can't call her. I knew that. I was actually tricking you.
Oh,
I'm a bully.
how dare you?
Uh, damn, you do that stuff? You're the actual magic people.
I don't actually know. No, I just share the same intuition as a little termite here. I'm sorry, that was rude.
That was very rude. Aren't you guys friends? Sorry, that was very rude. I'm sorry. It's been just a very stressful day.
I'm not quite sure what you're referring to.
I fell down a hole. And I couldn't get back up for the longest time. And then when I finally got back up, and I thought I was going to be late for the train, and then my hair got stuck in my buckle, and then I lost my shoe at one point.
Is anyone
I
else doing this job too? Or is it just like, are you the epitome of the school?
I'm acting on behalf of the headmaster. She
Are other people as well?
No, the security lockdown has gotten way too tight around school. All of the other assistants needed to be part of that lockdown system. The defenses of the academy needed to be raised drastically. Sentinels are all over the place. All the assistants are up in action. I was the only one that was sent. It's the academy's way of ensuring that the public safety is going to be not involved in any way, shape, or form. In other words, it's the academy's way of saying, hey, we're trying to do something. Here you go.
You're like half PR, half go. Okay. Well, that isn't super promising. Like, I don't want to be rude, but I thought this academy was awesome. But it's kind of like, oh yeah, we were infiltrated by a bunch of necromancers, and our students got turned into zombies.
See,
We'll send the intern.
that's the problem too. Why send me? The news has been all over the place trying to backlash the academy and say, oh, our students are... But no. Ugh.
Are you saying sending you wasn't the best idea, or is like...
Don't know what I'm doing. This is my first mission. Solo.
You think maybe they sent you for that reason? Like maybe they don't want you to find her?
You think so?
Possibly. It would kind of make sense because there's got to be some more people at that school working with the evil stuff.
Well, that's what I thought too. Both Domino and I were investigating that matter, but neither of us could come up with anything. Luna even tried to, and same with Malady. Nobody, after you guys left, there were no traces. All of the undead energy was gone.
I am only going by hunch, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but I think someone else is going to say something.
I don't know if we're being followed or if we're just being... You know what I'm saying? Our setup for... Like, we're being followed or set up? Anyone else get that feeling?
I don't know.
If anybody wants, they can roll an insight.
I don't what.
We're inciting her, or we're inciting life?
Whichever you would like to choose. Right, dog? I don't know if you guys can hear her.
Not really.
Okay, she's crying.
I don't know what I would incite, so
Okay.
just not.
Okay.
Just chill. We're on a mission. We're on a mission to beat up a monster, basically. So we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Can I? No. Can I come with you guys?
I'll incite that.
So Chef, going back to your insight, what exactly are you specifically? What the hell?
Like, are we being followed, or are we being set up for an ambush or like a trap? Or does that make sense?
It does. Thank you, Eric. You have checked a mark off of my DM bingo of an insight check of a natural 20.
And a double 20. I don't know if that's on the card, but my only 2 rules today have been 20s.
Actually, it is. 2 natural 20s in a row.
That's me.
That is beautiful.
Loaded dice.
Loaded dice. Loaded dice. Okay. John, I'm gonna get back to you in 2 seconds here. Chef, though. Based off of your insight check, you don't like it's kind of more so in your head. Like, we're being followed. There's too coincidental. But the more you kind of like think about it, the more you're like, well, she's got nothing. she's literally been around all these different places. You guys just happen to cross paths with each other. There is nobody following you. Even if you look around, nobody's paying attention to you. The kid is still like looking out the window. Mom's tired. Goliath is still being edgy Goliath, and the dwarf is still looking at his books, and the ticket master is still very like, "Hi, I'm a robot, and I'm standing here. I'm doing my job." Um, but John, could you please jump into the DM Whispers chat for a second? You and I are going to have a private conversation.
What's your total? Oh, you have a plus. How do you have a +5 insight?
I got a plus a lot to a lot of things. John
Yeah.
is kind of built around skills rather than anything else.
Gotcha.
Okay, so with the 25, you can tell she is basically she is very sincere. She is wanting to work with you guys, but you can kind of tell she wants to use and abuse you in a sense of she wants to utilize your guys' skills and knowledge to kind of like learn off of you guys, and develop her own skills and kind of use you guys as unintentional mentors, because she's very much like, this is my first solo mission, I don't want to screw up. She's gonna use you, but then be like, yes, aha, I definitely was solo for sure. I didn't get any help at all. That's kind of what she's going for right now, and you can kind of see
But
just by like,
her intentions are still like good. Like she does want to find this evil person and stop them.
yes, based off of that, you could tell that she is wanting to take, or at least not take Cecil down, but at least find Cecil to be able to get people who potentially are stronger than she is to go after them and figure out some sort of trade or track path like that.
Gotcha. So yeah, okay. What you said makes sense to me. Ogly doggly.
Okay, back in the other channel we go. Whee! Okay. Um. So,
Kill her! Kill her! Okay.
So I think we decided to lobotomize the gnome.
what?
What? I didn't say anything.
I am going to. I guess. Based on what I just learned, I think I will say I'll say. You are welcome to join us, but you would have to sign an internship contract under my guild and a non-disclosure clause.
Can I read the contract first?
Yeah, I'll go start writing it up over there. The rest of you can finish your conversation.
We're going to the nursery.
Oh, I can do things.
Not you. Not for you.
Oh, what?
Not for plants.
Huh? So you guys are going after a monster?
We are the monster.
A gas. Is it? Is it big?
It is quite large. Oh, you meant the monster.
I was like,
I'm
there
gonna-
it is. There it is. So where are you guys heading?
As soon as I open the map,
Mhm.
a place called
Well,
Party to Information. No.
uh, Yeezla. You're heading to Yeezla.
We're going to Yee.
Yee. Yee? Okay. Cool. Cool. the winter country, right? Like they're really cold.
Yes, my non-existent nips are gonna be quite unhappy.
Why are you like this? Oh, I remember reading in a book. Yeezla has the best ski resort around. We could go skiing. No?
The chef is just gonna shut down for a bit.
Nobody wants to go skiing? Oh, sorry. Do you guys know what skiing is?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, it's a really fun sport. You can go down a hill, you can go down a mountain, and sometimes you can get launched off the hill. Ah, I've been to Yeezla before. It was so much fun. So,
I'm looking at this train goes really slow.
yeah, which means I need everybody to also make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
You guys are nearing like the fortress. It's not far off from where you are right now.
Why's the gnome asking?
Dang, another 20.
Not from me though.
Ooh,
Let me just make sure I can't use my thingy on saves. I'm pretty sure it's not saves.
You're gonna
Nope,
be
I think I
quite
just-
the barfer.
Did somebody do worse than me? I'm gonna barf.
Yeah, you're writing the contract to present to Vix, and you're starting to feel it a little bit in your stomach, and you're like, and it's like that idea of like looking down, trying to concentrate on writing this document. You start to lose a little bit. And
It's reading in the
I'm gonna-
passenger seat of a car.
yeah,
I'm gonna do that thing where you go between like one cart to the other, and I'm gonna like make it look like I'm going on a little exploration, and then I'll just vomit openly into the wind to try and keep it on the down low. With a stealth check.
Oh yeah, go for it.
15.
Okay, so it'd be against.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna
16.
There
Fifth
we-
to 15.
Oh. Okay, so against the wrong sheet. Let's see. Shiloh. Are you actively listening?
No, I'm just sitting back reading my spell book, but I want to see if I notice what he's doing.
Yeah, you're the only person who kind of is like, I think, but you're kind of like, oh, whatever. Like you hear something, and you're like, what?
The window
you
wasn't
ever-
back on before.
Speaking of,
I'm gonna go see what the conductor's doing.
Shiloh, did you ever study that book that had all my secrets in it?
Ah, that's right, I have a secret book, don't I? I forgot about that. That's what I'm reading right now.
Yeah, it had like my whole entire mystery in it or something. If you could get on that. I would read, but I can't.
You did send me something for that, right? Some more? Yes, you did. Private chat.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Ooh, let's not open it on that window for the whole world to see everything.
Oh no, you just told. Oh no, there it is. I see a link to it.
There you go. There it is. That's the one.
Cat, what are you doing? Get off my desk.
Whatever the cat wants, you can't stop them.
No, I can't, and they're annoying.
So you guys do make it to the Frecia Fortress. It is very heavily guarded. There are soldiers all over the place, clad in different types of golds, silvers, and copper type of armor. Most of the soldiers that are present, from what you can see along the outskirts of the actual fortress itself, are different types of warforged individuals or individuals with cybernetics. So they're a type of cyborg mix with different limb attachments or enhancements, things like that. So Frecia, you guys know, is the land of technology. This is where artificers thrive. So the army itself is very decked out in different types of gear. And so what you guys can glean from being around Frecia for as long as you have been is that Frecia is a force to be reckoned with. Do not piss off this country. Because they will come hunting you down and they will bring all the firepower they could possibly bring. The train station of the Frecia Fortress is not actually in the fortress itself, it is on the outskirts of it. Most of the individuals, actually all of the individuals aside from you guys, remain on the train, but you guys are more than welcome to get off at this point. I'm assuming you do, to go set yourself up at the port. I'm hearing 0 objections.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
Fabulous. Frecia Fortress. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so you guys approach the main port, and again, same thing. It's littered with different types of individuals. It is late at night at this point. You guys are looking closer to around that 10 o'clock sort of range at this time. You guys were spent all day on that train. So what would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to set up the ship now, in the hopes that you can keep it docked or start sailing? Would you guys like to see if there's a place you can rest for the night, camp outside, or just risk it for the biscuit, say, screw this, screw everything, take some exhaustion, hit up on that boat, go, it's game time?
Oh, we can always sleep on the boat.
Yeah, well, I don't think I can sleep. I think Vix can sleep.
I was also thinking trying to sleep on the boat just to test the waters.
Oh.
So are we gonna go crack the boat on the dock and then just sleep on it?
Yeah, crack it like an egg into the ocean.
And then just hope a crew spawns by morning.
Yeah, so who actually wants to do the honors of cracking open this ship? My cat.
I obviously wouldn't mind, but if somebody else is really a big fan of boat cracking, they can. Alright, I think then...
The chef will go with a weird amount of confidence.
Okay.
You're gonna crack the boat?
How'd you come up with that?
What? I'm confused. I basically just said I'm happy to crack the boat unless someone else wants to, and then you said Chef will go with a weird amount of confidence.
Not so much to the crack the boat, but like he's gonna walk first. Cause we're just trying to see what the boat's like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I have to let this damn cat in.
Yeah, I need to open up a window as well.
Boat just sinks. Well,
The boat just sinks.
good try, everyone.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to describe to me how you're going to crack open this boat.
Is it me? Is it me, Jesus?
Oh, I thought the boat was already sprung.
No.
I yell pull and you chuck the boat and I'll shoot it.
I was gonna
Ooh!
crack it like an egg, and just let the glass shatter.
Can I have a make a dexterity saving throw? I'm just kidding.
Mean, no.
Probably gonna. Yeah, like Nord said, just gonna like hit it on the side of the dock. Like an egg on a bowl, you know.
So, you guys crack open this bottle like an egg. As the glass shatters, it starts shimmering and sparkling. And it's almost like the starlight reflection up above you guys in the night sky.
Wow.
A little bit of a kind of like this purpley shimmer comes, and like the shimmer turns into this fog, and it starts kind of creaking. Like you hear this creaking sound, and it's like wood moving. As slowly from this bit of a purpley mist arises the vessel. Its sails dramatically kind of drop as it grows in size. However, it is not just a composition of wood. Noted on the vessel itself, there are different types of coral. So there are different types of shades all over. It seems like the ship itself is made out of a like a coral reef in general. It's a coral reef vessel. So as you guys are looking at this ship, you could start.
No,
Oh.
I was just wondering, like the poop deck even?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean like if you step on it, your feet's gonna be shredded?
You don't know that.
A coral reef is not something to fuck with.
Mm-mm. Not necessarily. Uh. So you guys are watching this vessel take its shape, take its final form, if you would. And Shiloh, with your amazing so far passive perception, if I'm reading this right. Ooh.
I have very low passive
Yeah, you
perception.
do, JK. I'm reading the wrong line, so that's why I
My
said it.
passive investigation?
Yeah, I was reading the investigation one. JK, John, with your passive perception, that's the character I wanted. You see small movements from within the coral.
So am I unmuted? Within the boat, there are things moving,
There are
or
things.
under the boat.
It seems like parts of the boat, just in general, like if you look in one area, it like shifts a little bit. If you look in a different area, there's slight movements, and like they're very small and very subtle.
I will try to get on the boat.
Yeah, you get on the boat.
I will more closely examine these movements.
You look at the boat. You can either make me a nature check, an investigation check, or a perception check.
Perception. 17, unless that fails, and then I'll do more.
Nope, you're good. The boat almost seems like it's alive. With the small shifts
Oh.
in the movement, part of the boat almost looks like it's breathing, while other bits and pieces of it almost seems like they are little bits and pieces that are moving, almost like, oh goodness me, almost like antennae, antennae of a bug or something like that.
Oh,
Most of
Hey
the
guys, boat's alive.
don't like this.
most of the movement is happening, like the little antennae little bits are on the outside of the boat, not on the main decks. You can see, stepping onto the boat itself, the deck surface is very smooth. It's kind of like this white sandstone sort of material, or sorry, no, limestone. That's what I wanted to go for. A white limestone material.
Rado. Boat's alive. Can you talk to it?
Let's see. Good old Google search. Is coral plants?
Coral plant or animal?
So, coral has two parts. There's the skeletal structure, which gives it the form. That's one organism, but then there's like a colony of almost like mold or fungus, which gives it the color.
Correct.
Corals are animals. That means I can speak with animals.
Talk to the boat.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Oh, that was an 18 for the longest time.
Let's see. You speak Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Which language are you using to speak to said vessel?
Let's try Sylvan. It seems like something Fayish.
The sound of your voice and the language that you were speaking seems to react. The vessel seems to react a little bit. The sails kind of curl up and like squeeze as if like it was a muscle contracting. But that's all you get out of it. Nothing else happens.
Well, at least it didn't leave.
All right. Do we have enough stuff to put on the thing? I don't know if it's appropriate to call it a boat.
Is the boat making any sounds?
Right this very second, aside from the odd little bit of a creak that sounds like wood, it's making no other current sounds.
So nothing that sounds like it could be speech.
That you can hear at this time, correct?
Can you ask it if we can sleep on it, Dorado?
Oh, great boat of coral. Can we enter you safely?
Roll me either a persuasion or another animal handling.
We smell very nice and are very nice and awesome.
Well, I puked today, so I don't smell that great. But
You're like the child in the doorway of your parents' bedroom. And you're just like, I threw up.
I threw up.
With the 24 persuasion, you hear this low groan. You can't tell where on this vessel it's coming from, but you hear this low, kind of like a wail, almost. And the doorway, because John, you're on the main deck. The doorway to like the captain's quarters and below deck and everything, they open up. And it allows you kind of like to reveal more of the inside structure of the vessel. So it's kind of like the vessel's way of saying, you may proceed.
I proceed.
Thank you, oh great coral. You're looking very nice today.
You hear an additional groan come from the ship again.
I rolled to seduce the ship.
You can. Oh no.
DM, no?
Red card. Where's Becca? You're not serious, are you?
I don't even know what you would roll. Persuasion, let's go. If it's a 20, I win. No.
Oh, that's an outlet, thank God. It's not ready for that. Yeah, no.
Maybe when you get to know me better.
The boat is a lesbian.
You have to buy it dinner first.
We're on the lesbian boat.
The gay part.
Can the boat speak a language? Okay, couple questions. Is the boat one creature, and can it speak any type of language?
You can roll me. Okay, so roll me an insight check.
Boat insight.
Well, I could still talk to it. I could just ask if it speaks.
I got 7.
Yeah, that definitely fails. It be boat. You can at least tell that it's one creature. But in terms for languages, you got nothing.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages.
I'm gonna try to do my psychic whispers thing, just to see if I can also speak to boat. I'll just send it in chat. But-
I.
All trying to talk to this boat.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta double check something with your ability
So
specifically.
if it can't use any languages, as long as it speaks the language, right?
Yes, that's why I have to double check something really quick. I need to make sure that this is the right thing that I am working with.
And that's a good ability.
It is a really good ability. These types of rogues are really fun. Where is boat? Boat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it does speak an actual official language, so you would be able to comprehend the language, and you can speak it telepathically as well.
Okay. I'll just be like, just checking if we can communicate. Irado can handle things for now. Thanks for letting us.
Did you figure out what
On you.
language it knows?
What language do you speak, Mr. Boat, Mrs. Boat, whatever type of
Non-binary
non-gender
boat.
specific boat?
So, John, you don't understand, like, you personally don't understand what it's saying. It's like this harsh, sort of, words that are coming from it in your head. But with comprehend language, Shiloh, you are able to understand what the moaning and groaning is actually supposed to be coherent with. It is actually a form of abyssal.
Yeah, it's a demon.
It's a deep sea
Oh.
creature.
My spell doesn't let me talk back to the boat, though.
No, but what you can understand based off basically what you're utilizing is John talking to it and it responding back, but John can't understand it, but you can.
Well, he can understand it, though, by his rogue ability, can't he? You and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand each other.
Shit, you're right.
It would be telepathically, but I was just.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
because he's using his ability, I'm not going to bother using my spell then.
I missed that line because I didn't scroll.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. That rogue is just, it covers everything.
Rogue.
You're so sneaky that I couldn't even see your ability. Your ability snuck up on me. So yeah, just kidding. You were
Wow.
able to understand.
Sneak attack! Stab you in the kidney.
Sneak attack the DM. So yeah, you're able to understand it is a form of abyssal. It does welcome you to its body.
God, it's another Arado.
It is.
It explains that it is willing to take you wherever it is that you need to go, as part of the contract that they have. They are
Okay.
your loyal servant, if you would.
Well, I hope you will also be our friend, Boat. Then I'll just sever the connection.
So does the
already
boat
talking
want
to Arado.
food gifts?
Arado, I just severed my psychic connection. Can you actually ask the boat if it needs a crew, or if it can kind of
Well, you
getting
can
the
talk
vibe
to
the
it, though.
boat's gonna drive itself.
Miss Sexy Boat. How many? Do you think we need any more than just us to operate all your finer parts?
Do you have to phrase it like so it's going to respond back that the vessel doesn't necessarily need more people to sail it, but should the time come in great need, such as a storm, an attack of a monster, circumstances like that, extra hands to keep the vessel or keep themselves afloat would be necessary to ensure survival. She cannot guarantee the survival of those who are on top of her.
She's a bottom.
What's the gnome think of all this?
The gnome is very wide-eyed, and she's kind of like, the ship's alive? And she's like, I was definitely not ready for this part of my life.
It's just a living ship. Okay. Well, I vote. I think we kind of have to sleep here now because our boat is cool, and if we don't protect it, someone's gonna steal it. I guess maybe we just set up watch, go to sleep for the night, and then we can. If anyone needs to shop or do anything in town, they can do it tomorrow. Maybe we hire like one or two. Maybe we only hire like one good sailor who can help us in an emergency or something, and then we sail.
Do we sleep on the boat?
Yeah. Boat said it's okay.
It's so creepy.
I do think we should still set up watch.
Watch, yeah, I can do first watch.
My robot can be all watches.
Great. Alright. And I'm gonna go to bed.
I set my Steel Defender up on patrol mode.
Okay.
On what mode?
Patrol.
Okay.
He's just gonna be on watch. He has Vigilant, he can't be surprised.
Oh. Makes birthdays difficult.
Uh, yeah, you guys turn in for the night. Let's see here.
Since I'm Fey, I don't really need to sleep all that much, right?
That is correct. You're also immune to magic sleep, if I recall.
But not
Yes.
physical force.
But
So if there's like an actual like morphine or something, he would go to sleep.
when
Coin?
people go to bed, I'm gonna hit the pub and try to find the largest, most manly sailor I can find.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So that does require you to actually go into the Frecia Fortress. So, entering the fortress itself, it is laid out like a normal city. It's just filled with different types of barracks and armory and like training grounds and things like that. Of course, soldiers being every frickin' where, but this is also a place where the soldiers can actually retain their families and whatnot here. So you asking around a little bit, you do find a little bit of a small tavern, where you can sit yourself up and order yourself some food, some drink, things like that. So the tavern itself is filled with different types of soldiers. You're not too sure. Potentially, some of them might have sailing capabilities? Question mark. You don't know that. But there are a bunch of burly dudes having a grand old time playing games and drinking and being merry.
I'm gonna look for one with like a Jolly Roger on his arm or something. A telltale sign of a man of the sea. A sea man, if you will.
Thank you. Roll me a perception check. Man, if I had a bunch of stuff on that bingo card, I would have had bingo a long time ago. Okay, so you do see an individual, or a few individuals actually, that are in a different type of soldier's uniform. And kind of based off of what you already know from what you've seen in the guards around, like Dionys and the other different cities you guys visited, you could tell that the uniforms worn by these individuals are slightly different than the guards and the main soldiers. So, kind of using your power of deduction, you're able to be like, okay, these guys are probably sailors of some kind because they're probably split up into different military factions.
Howdy, sailors.
Oh, hello there. Can I buy you a drink?
There's no need. I come on business. I'm looking for one of you who might be lonely and looking to spend a night in my magic boat.
Magic boat, huh?
Possibly more than one night if you enjoy the boat.
One magic boat, you say? See, it's not every day you see a magic boat. You know, I've been sailing for a long time, and you don't hear much about magic boats.
Well, there's only one way to find out about it.
Persuasion. Well, magic boat sounds pretty cool, guys. And
It is quite cool.
he kind of like leads over. He starts whispering in his buddy's ear, like, "Hey, you should probably go check it." Like, and they're like, he thinks he's whispering, but you can definitely hear him. He's like, "You should probably go check out the magic boat. Yeah, let's go check out the magic boat. Yeah, let's go check out the magic. Yeah." They're talking like little schoolgirls at this point. I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna go see a magic boat. Let's go check this out." And so they grab their drinks. They take the glasses with them, but they throw down money on the table. They're like, "Magic boat!
Magic boat party!
Boat party, boat party, boat party, boat party."
I'll do the thing where I'm walking like sideways down the street, like rocking my hips back and forth. You know what I mean.
I do. That's the sad part. So the guys are like not paying attention at all. They are following you, but they are drunk as heck. They're starting to, like, one of the guys falls over at one point, another one drops his drink, and they're like, at one point as you guys are walking, like the distance isn't even that long. This is all happening very quickly. One of the guys like trips, and then he like falls down on the ground, and the other guys are laughing. They're picking him up, and then he's like, "Oh, guys, that's not my fault." And then he like decks one of them in the face, and then the other guy like starts punching the other guy, and they're getting kind of in a little bit of a brawl with one of another.
Can I this whole time insight them to see which one, even though they are inebriated, appears to be the most leader-like, most competent of the bunch?
Yeah, you totally can. You can roll insight, or you can roll a. Okay. I was gonna say you can roll a perception check, but we'll take the insight here. Um, Based off of your insight, you can't, like, their uniforms are very similar to one of another. Um, you can't. Just judging by their appearance, it seems like they're all the same ranking. There isn't like an actual leader, um, like an actual ranked leader, but judging by their personality, you can kind of tell that in terms for their friend group, um, there is one taller individual. He's got like no facial hair, no hair at all. He's bald. He's got like a bit of a scruff look to his face, like it's very rough. He's seen the seas before. He seems to be kind of like, yeah, you're the tough guy of the group. You're the one who's wrangling all these guys together.
Sounds lovely. All right, we continue to the boat.
Um, so they do stop their little brawl, and they're kind of like going back to their magic boat kind of chant. And you guys approach the boat in question. And they're standing before the docks. They're going, ooh, ah, and they're like, wait a minute, what's so magic about this boat? It's just a boat covered in barnacles.
No, the boat is barnacles. There's no boat. The magic of the boat is there's no boat.
You're so full of shit.
Oh, well, tell you what. Let's camp out here until daytime, and then you can see better. Look, I brought supplies like more booze and fire.
Booze. Booze, 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 booze.
And then I have like a sit-in camp with my new bunch of male friends.
Okay.
Just setting up camp outside the boat.
Yeah, like just down on the docks. Because it's late and you guys all went to bed. I don't want to disturb you. I'm polite.
uh yeah, so you guys share drinks. The guys are telling tales of the seas and what kind of adventures they've seen. And eventually they all just start passing out from drinking so much, and they black out. One of them throws up at one point. But the rest of you are resting on the vessel. Are you guys all resting in the same room, or are you trying to like distance yourselves from each other?
I think if we, because we have the sentinel, that the chef would know very well, cannot be surprised, but he thinks he does, right?
You've been with this group for about a week now, technically, which is funny. So you're aware that of some of the abilities at this point of what the sentinel has.
Yeah, the chef is fine letting it do its thing. So he's fine being close with it, but he's mostly concerned with this apparent. Is that a dog?
You
Yep, that's
can
the
hear it
dog.
now. Yeah, that is the dog. No, that's the ship. What are you talking about?
What is the weather like?
The weather is clear skies. You can see the stars. The moon is shining. It's very bright.
Alright, I'll just find like a hammock above deck kind of thing.
Okay.
Sleep in the fresh air.
I might as well take the captain's quarters.
Okay.
'Cause
So
I'll just sleep.
and then Vix is gonna try to stick by you, Chef.
That that was my goal because I don't know if I trust this child. Well, not trust, but like trust alone.
And so as Chef, as you are trying to sleep, you are actually awoken to a small tug on your clothes.
Why you do this to me?
Was not the time to pause in that sentence.
What happened? What did it pause?
You're getting a small tug.
You're getting a small tug on your clothes.
I get what's going on. Why do you do this to me?
Yeah. I can't sleep.
Do I have any like bedding or anything? I have a bedroll. I'll gesture over. I mean, I was probably just sleeping on the floor anyways because of my backstory. So I'll set up the bedroll. Will this help at all?
I don't know. I've been sleeping in hotel rooms and taverns this whole time, and I'm starting to really miss the academy. I don't really like being alone.
Oh.
I've been alone this whole time.
All right, please get in the bedroll. Like I'll like open it up and like fluff it up or whatever. I don't know the difference between a bedroll and a sleeping bag now that I think about it.
I've just been really scared. I don't know if I can do this.
All right, it's late nights. People get like this. They get really open. Oh, there.
I could
I
tell
don't
now
know.
why your kid ran away.
Wait, what?
I said I could tell now why your kid ran away. You're not very supportive.
It's the goal, dude. Uh, I'll. Hmm. Actually, what's the thing with backstory? The group that you mentioned. Um, were they like saving people and stuff? No, what's the name?
Hold
I
on.
I compared. Yes, the Saints of Virtue. I will start telling her the stories of the Saints of Virtue because as a kid, I liked watching those plays.
Um, she's
Make it child friendly.
roll. You know what? Roll me a performance check, and roll me a history check as well. I'm gonna see how well you do, and I'll.
I accept both those. I'm really good at performance. Never mind.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, it's tracks. I know it very well.
Okay. So you can retell the tale of the Saints of Virtue. Oh, excuse me. To Fix, but the way you're doing it is very much like you're giving her a lecture, rather than here I'm telling you this wondrous grand story. It's kind of like, so in this time frame of blah 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 blah, this is what they ended up doing, saving blah 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 blah. And it's more of like she's kind of starts calming down and then just falls asleep because she's starting to get a little bored.
Mission accomplished.
But she curls up, falls asleep. She does grab onto the bedroll and she like she brings her knees to her chest and like curls up in a little ball.
Oh,
And the rest of you sleep very soundly. You are considered to take a long rest if you spent any points or abilities or charges. You can regain those back. And you guys awake the following morning to the moaning and groaning of the vessel, and to Arato sleeping with a bunch of men outside in a campfire setting.
so standard Tuesday.
On the dock, which is a really weird place to have a fire.
Well, it's waterlogged, so there's no danger.
No danger at all.
Whatsoever.
Not even one danger.
Rado, whichever one of those men you're sleeping with that's best at sailing and see if he wants to come with us.
Yes. Let's wake up this burly bald one. He seemed quite epic. Rise, my companions, for the magic boat is here.
They're very groggy. They are hungover. They are like, shut up. It is too early in the morning for this crap.
I take out like my medicinal tea set, and I make them like a morning after drink by rolling medicine.
Yeah. Okay, so you're able to successfully create the concoction, if you will, and present it to whoever it is that you want to present it to.
I brew a pot and I give it to all of them. They might as well all not be hungover.
Oh, how lovely. What does it taste like? Just out of curiosity.
A little bit like me.
Oh.
Mm,
Moving on. so they're drinking and they're kind of like, "Ooh, okay, this is different." But their hangover starts to relieving. They're starting to come to their senses. They're starting to wake up, and like fix their uniforms because they're a little bit disheveled from the night before from their little brawl. And they're kind of like they're also having a moment of like, what are we doing here again? What's going on? Who is this guy?
Let me remind you of the magic boat behind you. Did we ever get a name for our magic boat, John?
Not yet.
Uh,
Look at it. Oh, one sec. I'll add my brain to its brain. What's her name, Magic Boat?
I have no name.
You want one?
If that is what you wish.
How about Delilah?
This is Delilah, the fantastical boat of wonder that shall take us to the land of Yeezla, where we will slay great beasts together. Should you join us, my friends, or one of you, or mostly just you, or if if your ones would come, that kind of thing. I really like you.
We gotta have a job to do.
Well, that job surely doesn't pay very much. John, what kind of income can we promise our employees here on the Union Boat of Greatness?
I don't know. What do they make now?
That much in gold a day. I don't know if you guys can see it. 57.
Well, never mind. Just get on the boat. We're leaving. I have 3 days of hiring one of these guys in my inventory. Let's fuck that. Let's get out of here. I'll just risk a storm.
That's an insane job.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess if you guys don't want to ride the magic boat, then we'll just take our magic boat elsewhere and find other handsome men.
Roll me a persuasion.
I can make us 50 gold a
Oh
day.
Lord, do I inspiration this? I'll find another Pokemon, surely. Let's go. Oh, that's not much better.
He kind of looks at you up and down. He's like, "Sorry, bud, not today."
No magic boat for you. Although, like, what's that job? Maybe I should go do that.
You have to go through rigorous training of being a soldier for the queen.
Do they have a different queen than us?
It's the same. If you're okay, so you're from a different land entirely. So each country has its own hierarchy.
What's the one we're working for then?
So the one you're working for is actually the king of Divelison, which is the neighboring country to Yeezla, actually.
Oh, so they don't even like really care about this princess here. It's like some other land's
So
problem.
what part of this island is dive? Can you like draw a line down the middle?
So Divelison is actually over. I'm gonna do it. Let's do blue. Over here. In blue.
Do not see thing.
Scroll out.
Is it the blue? Is it the thing that I'm pinging?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't see that either, but I will refresh.
It's kind of the one that looks like Africa.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
I'd say no. I'd say kind of like South America.
Wait.
The one in the bottom looks more like South America, bottom right.
Need-
But I say that one looks more like Africa because Africa sticks out much more sharply on the. Wait, hold on.
How did we get
World map.
the portal from Dive Ellison took us over here?
So
Like to
you
get to the school?
no, you were over. So you guys started your journey here, and you guys went to the Frecia Academy, and then you got portaled whoop a doop a doop doop here, and then you took the train to Varla, and then you took the train back this way, and then now you're here.
I'm not seeing anything you're doing. I see a blue X now. Oh, now it's sort of showing up. So why did we start not in our own country? Like,
This is
countries
my
away?
country, but
Yeah, so this is where the last sighting of that shadowy figure was in the country or in the city of Dionys. So that's why you guys were set up there and to meet in this location, because that was the last trace.
Yeah, you just been traveling all over.
Yeah, so like some of you actually yeah, two of you went from here to here. One of you for sure was already here. Actually, no. Yeah, one of you was already for sure here. I think most of you came from Dibellison.
I'm like from. I can't even make noises.
I came from here.
I came from like this place.
Yeah, so
Pride?
like you came from over here. You came from over here.
We really just came all over is the real thing.
It's weird that my company was hired from here to send over the cat and blue lady. And we were like, we went here. And we were like, okay, now we hire people. But it's fair. I see why it happened, especially knowing at least one of us is a traitor. Okay, so does anyone? We need to buy some like winter clothes and stuff. Most likely,
Clothes? Question mark.
you are part plant, but I almost guarantee you can freeze to death. Especially
But
because plants freeze to death all the time.
That's it. Surely I have some sort of resistance to cold.
No? I don't think so.
Do have traveler's clothes. We need to buy like. Can I infer that we need to buy some slightly special clothes for this Miranda, or can we just leave?
Um so Vix has been to Yeezla before. She did state she was at the ski resort. That's within the region.
that's right.
So she's sitting right there.
Let's just go to the Lasagna Ocean. Go with the cold place later.
Oh, I was saying pick up for supplies right in here.
I think we can actually just buy supplies in the city we're in now, and then go
We could pretty much
to
go,
this
yeah.
one. But then after that, most likely, yeah, we go here. We go somewhere along here to pick up stuff. Go through here to here. Go through here to here. We
Well,
go to the.
instead of going back into this town, why don't we just sail over to the Elven Circle first? Like pit stop there on the way.
Normally, that's like. I don't think that's that. Well, one, if that place had a port, we would have gone there to leave. So have to do some weird stuff like anchor out in the middle of nowhere and rowboat to town. It's definitely easier to just buy the supply, like the food and clothes we need now, while we're in a port city.
Yes, but I don't want to miss the chance to go to the Elven Glade. I mean, we're not coming back here alive ever.
How reassuring.
We're like exploring the whole world. We can skip the Elven Circle.
But that's my favorite place.
I don't know if it's your favorite place. You've never been there.
And no, it's the Sylvan Glade. It's like, you get it? What's this place? Human Town number 7?
Well, I'm gonna go shopping.
I will join you.
The chef will also join you because
Yeah, you
knows
actually
what's
have to
needed.
come.
Vix is gonna look back
You're
and
the one
point and be
who's-
like, wait.
Gnome, protect our magic boat.
Oh man.
I
Boat. Oh, don't let anyone take you, even the gnome.
I'll stay with the gnome. We'll gossip. I'll be
I
like, you got a
don't know
thing
if-
for the clown man, don't you?
The
I can tell.
clown man?
The guy with the clown mask? You know which
Oh,
one. I mean.
clown! I think he said cloud.
Please take me with you!
She does love him. You were right.
Did she come running up? She's. Damn!
Sorry, say again?
Does she just start running up?
Yeah, she's like, nope, I am out of here. I am not talking about clown men.
I'm completely unaware he's talking about me.
I could smell clown man all over that little gnome. And I just nod to myself. And I guess rob my magic boat.
We buy supplies.
I'm so happy I'm not anywhere near there.
Oh my god, it's wild. Yeah,
How much? So,
Sorry, go ahead.
chef, you're in charge of food. Any
Naturally.
of us, Rados are only like. Do either of you do any healing?
Oh, I can.
I have a
little
little bit, but. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I
we
think
probably-
I think it's worth mentioning. I would have used my paladin lay on hands ability or whatever on her last night because of the like worn downness. I assume.
Oh, yeah. Adorable.
Okay, so chef, you're in charge of food because it's your name. We probably don't really need medical supplies since we do have magic. Me and then the only other stuff we need is like blankets and jackets and stuff. Oh, let's do that.
We might need some climbing gear, maybe. And we'll probably all buy that when we're there, though.
We could.
I feel like it's a local delicacy.
Yeah, probably stop in that town I can't read. Whatever that thing is. Or is that just runes?
All right, Miranda. We attempt to buy a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so let's start with chef. How much food are you wanting to buy? Or let me rephrase this. How much, I guess, gold worth of food would you like to purchase?
So, because I was a sailor at one point, I would probably know how much is needed for a medium-sized crew, right?
Yeah, you would have an understanding of what would be required.
Okay, so as far as species goes, we have me, we have a gnome, we have a plant, and we have just a couple relatively humanish things.
I'm full human. I'm not sure what Brent is.
I'm still human.
Um,
I'm part wolf. I like meat.
yeah, so plenty of salt, dried meats, pickles, because those preserve well.
Oh yeah, I guess.
What?
Maybe some fishing gear too. But I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, that's a good call. Fishing gear, and I'm not in charge of defense. I'm not going to worry about harpoons or anything. And yeah, I would. I mean, you tell me the chef is he hasn't done a lot of buying. This is probably the most money he's ever had.
Okay. Give me a second to math and calculate this up. Why is it so small? Where is my... There it is. Okay, so we're gonna look at that. Okay. So, okay, let's start with the salt, first of all. So, for 1 pound of salt, it's gonna be 4 copper pieces.
Okay, I'm going to write this down because it sounds like it's going to be a list.
That's why I'm asking how much gold you were willing to spend, because it would determine how much you can get.
I need an Excel sheet. Hold on. Okay.
Yep. Depending on what type of meat you would want for dried meat, it will range anywhere from, like say if you got dried fish, it would be 1 copper, all the way up to 10 gold pieces for like beef, like a good honking thing of beef. Yes?
Sorry, could you please go over the meat again?
So a little thing of dried fish, like basically fish jerky, you're looking at like 1 copper pieces, but if you're scaling things up to like a big chunk of like gigantic beef, you're looking at like 10 gold pieces. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong line. 5 gold pieces. There we go.
Okay.
That was, even I was thinking like that's not right.
So, a thing of steak jerky costs literally 500 times more than fish jerky.
So, I'm talking like a beef, like you're getting like a full on like half a cow. Like it's a big like surplus of beef versus
Okay,
like small snacks of jerky.
Yeah, I put that as half cow jerky.
Yeah. Pickles, you're looking at about 1 copper per container, and in the container it's about like half a pound of pickles.
Okay, half pound.
And my fishing gear is apparently the only thing that's not on my list. Let's see.
Wait, you just had a grocery list?
I do actually have a grocery list. I came prepared, but apparently not my fishing sheet didn't have... Why does my fishing stuff not have the... I thought it did. Well, I'm gonna have to change that right this very second. Let's see. Okay, so for a full fishing kit, you're looking at about 10 gold pieces for like a rod, tackle, a tackle box container, the reel, like everything, like a whole like full on kit. You're looking at 10 gold pieces, and a net. There's a net there too.
Okay, fishing kits, 10 GP. And then probably some potatoes as well, because those preserve okay, and they are good with vitamin C.
Okay, so for potatoes, it's gonna be 2 gold pieces for a pound.
2 gold for a pound?
2 gold per pound.
Okay. 1 pound.
Depends on what region you're in.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot of columns. I'm unironically enjoying this.
I have a whole Excel file.
I would like to request it, but I don't want to spoil myself.
No, you certainly do not want to see some of these prices.
Okay, I'll say, and how long we're expecting? Like 2-week journey? What was it?
the actual journey itself to get across, if you're sailing, yeah, it's about roughly, if you're going that direction, yeah, about 2 weeks.
Okay. Let me mull this over, and I'm going to ask if I could create something as well. If the rest of the crew wants to talk.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to Shiloh and John. I'm assuming you guys are going together.
1 blankets and clothes, please.
1 blankets and clothes. So if you're looking for one blanket, or I should say, it's gonna be 5 silver pieces per blanket.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna be the opposite of the other one here. What generally do I need to spend for us to be considered prepared?
Okay. So if you're buying, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna be 25 silver pieces for blanket. Another additional 25 silver pieces for warm clothes. If you're just buying straight, normal, common clothes.
50 silver for warm clothes and blankets.
Yes.
Okay. I will spend that twice so we have spares.
Do you want me to spend the other 50?
I'm okay.
I got tons of silver.
Already removed it, I think. Yeah, because it's like, I think I did that right. Yeah, because I would be down 10 gold. Yeah, okay, did it right. Anything like interesting we should get?
That is dependent on.
That was a question to Brent.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's dependent on what you're looking for.
Oh, anything else we should get?
We get like some games on our phone. Should we?
Mm-hmm.
We
Well,
like get something to
entertainment
paint the
might be
flag?
important.
What was that?
Said entertainment might be important.
Entertainment, yeah. We have a Rado. He does entertainment, I think.
That's true.
I'm proficient in playing cards, so I guess we have a set so we can play cards. Will get us. We don't really have anyone who can use like navigations tools or anything, hey?
Use which?
I guess we're just trusting the boat.
The only person who has generalized experience of being on a vessel would be Chef.
And I don't know if any of you would know that.
Do you have proficiency in navigators tools?
Mm, proficiencies? I don't think so.
No.
Tools. Huh.
I'm just gonna trust the boat. See what happens.
I don't have any tool proficiencies. I don't know if I just didn't pick any when I was making the class. Let me go back in there.
I believe I can be proficient in any tool.
Oh, do you have like the thing where when you wake up you can change it?
Yeah, so with Thieves' Tools or Artisan Tools in hand, you can magically create one set of non-magical Artisan's tools. They vanish when you use this feature again. This create and requires 1 hour of work, which is do as the product. The tools are non-magical, and then gotta check if that actually makes me proficient in them or anything, though.
Normally
I
we
get
would want
no tool proficiencies.
ropes, rigging, sails, belay pins, extra sails or cloth, extra wood for repairs, compass, tide current chart, hammer, nails, sewing kit, and a cartographer's compass. But I don't know if John knows this.
I would say, okay, roll me a history check real quick.
History. History is a mystery, because I got a 2.
You want to ask me about history?
Yes.
Nope, I don't really know much more.
You know basic, like, you need a ship, therefore you need navigation tools. Navigation tools could be like a spyglass, a map, but we can read the clouds. And that's kind of like the extent of what's happening.
So I
Okay.
read in a book once that you need these things.
Let's get a map and like whatever boat navigation tools might exist, and then we'll trust the boat. So how much for those?
Map, blah, blah. So you're looking at about 30 gold pieces.
Okay, we'll spend that. And that's what type of tool would that be called? Just navigation tools for Brent? Navigator's tools?
Yeah, so you would with this what with blah, blah, with what you've purchased, you got a cartographer set and you also have navigation set.
Perfect. Hold on to these, Shiloh.
I need to add a navigator's tools. Okay. And what was the other one?
I think cartographer's kit.
Yeah.
Cartography.
Be cartographer's, but something like that.
Cartographer's tools.
Sounds right.
Mm.
Then how snowy are we talking? Like, are we gonna need snowshoes? I guess we can buy all that stuff there, probably.
Yeah, we'll probably want to stop in a town when we get there to get maybe a guide or. But sailing in, we'll want warm blankets, clothes, and be able to actually get there.
Okay. Speaking of which, as treasurer, do we have any money left to split, or have we already split all our money? Did we like find some gems or anything that we could sell here?
I have this all crossed off. We split that. I don't know if we split our last treasure, which was. I did break it down to 75 gold each and 52 silver each, which I think we did split. We had a spell scroll. I have a question mark, and I think it says Vat of Nature. And then we have a reddish elixir, which was health.
No weird rare gems or anything?
No, those were all from the train, and we already split those.
Okay, well,
So the last batch of treasure came from their adventure in the tree.
I think in this case we're fine then. We got your tools. We got us getting food. We got blankets. We got clothes. Let's go on a boat ride.
I'd like to empty my inventory, so I'd like to sell a set of studded leather.
Set of studded leather is going to get you 45 gold pieces.
40. Oh, that's 45. Okay, and then a quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff is going to ring you something. Where are my weapons? Where are
0.2 gold is what it says here, if that's what the price you're going
Yes,
off.
thank you. There it is. Of course, now I find it.
Quarterstaff. And also a hand crossbow and 20 bolts.
And crossbow. It's gonna 75 gold pieces, and you said 20 bolts.
20 bolts.
So it's gonna be a gold piece.
Okay, so 76 total there. And then you said this trip is going to take 2 weeks.
Roughly, yeah. Depends on how it
So,
sails.
how many empty vials do they have in stock?
Empty vials. Roll
He's
me.
gonna be pissed at him.
Oh no. Roll me a d20, and that's how many. And it's gonna be 1 gold piece per vial.
That is not enough.
How many do you need?
2 a day is a 28.
28?
Or 30 to round it up. Or up to 50 if they have it.
Okay, roll me a d100 then.
100. Jesus.
That's how many they
Yeah,
have.
7. I buy all 7.
7 gold pieces, please.
God damn it. Minus 7 gold pieces for their
Yeah.
lack of. They haven't gotten their empty vial shipment in, I take it.
No, not quite.
Vial. Add to my backpack. Are there any other stores in town that might have?
Not
Alright,
really. No.
A spell component pouch?
Spell component pouch. It's in this list. 25 gold pieces.
25?
25
Alrighty.
for all your spell needs. The component.
Yeah,
pouch.
unless that evil book counts as a focus, which I don't think it does.
No.
Spell pouch. Actually, what is that even called? Component pouch?
Yep.
Component pouch. Alright, I think that covers my needs.
Anybody else?
Going over my lit. I just realized I could open up the entire rabbit hole. How much meat does the average person eat per day?
1 ration kit.
Oh, there's a video where some guy actually tried to survive an entire day on a ration kit. It was rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they get you through, but they don't give you what you really need, right?
Like, it gets you through if you're sitting still the whole day.
Yeah.
Turkey, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. It's
I
not.
didn't consider. Well, okay. So this is about 2 weeks for how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is why I always I always make characters with create food and water.
The boat doesn't eat, does it?
You don't know that.
Oh, great.
I feel like if it does eat, it can probably fend for itself.
That's true. Okay, I'll take probably 2 cow jerkies, so that's 10 GP. Potatoes, 3 pounds of potatoes, so that's 6 GP. 2 fishing kits, so that's 20 GP. Half a pound of pickles is a lot, but it's necessary.
On everything.
Half pound pickles. Blah, 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 blah. Take 1.5 pounds of pickles, that's 3 copper. Not taking fish jerky. And salt goes a long way. but it's useful. I'll take 3 pounds of salt.
Okay.
So that is a total of 36 gold and 15 copper.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Anything else for anybody for this shopping spree?
Should I build a potato box? Is anyone here familiar with the concept of a potato box?
I think Arado did say he wanted to do some gardening, but I don't know what a potato
never
box
mind.
is. I assume it's a box that makes potato.
It's a real thing where it's like a cubic yard, a cubic meter Canadians of
Thank you.
it's just wood and then filled mostly with dirt. You put a single potato in it, and over the course of like 4 to 6 months, the entire thing will be potatoes. Um, but one shift.
Potato box. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Potato box itself that was the uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My stream just shut down. Oh
Oh,
well.
that's somewhat inconvenient.
Yeah, my internet cut out for a second and it just destroyed the stream.
Oh,
I'm just hoping that the recording didn't get ruined or corrupt from that. I'll figure that out afterwards. I'm hoping it's fine. I'm thinking it's fine. Please tell me you're fine. It is fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. No, we're not good. Oh, no. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. Ruined everything. Oh no. Stupid thing. Anywho's. Technical problems. It's fine. Anywho's, potato box?
and yes, potato box. Whatever. It's just a bunch of wood and dirt, so I don't expect it to be too expensive. But yeah, no.
Yeah, if you're doing a potato box with the regular pieces of wood, it's gonna cost you like 2 gold pieces to get all the wood.
Oh, that's fine.
Hey, boat time.
About time. But with that being said, though, we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
grocery shopping.
Yep. That is
Okay.
the journey.